After months of a bitter battle in court, tonight the dramatic about-face. Hollywood star Lori Loughlin and her fashion designer husband, Massimo Giannulli, both agreeing to plead guilty and to time behind bars. Set to admit they rigged the college admission system to get their daughters into USC, the sudden plot twist for the actress leaves her with 2 months in prison, a $150,000 fine, and 100 hours of community service. Giannulli, who was recorded on a wiretap, agreed to 5 months behind bars, a $250,000 fine, and 250 hours of community service. Former federal prosecutor Francie Hakes says the COVID crisis will likely affect prison time.
I think the lawyers will probably successfully argue that there's a risk to her health in prison.
The plea deal comes after the government released new evidence, including these photos of the couple's daughters who were not charged. Prosecutors say they posed as crew recruits while their parents paid $500,000 to get them fraudulently admitted. After a growing number of parents, including Oscar nominee Felicity Huffman, pleaded guilty and spent 11 days in prison, Loughlin and Giannulli were hit with additional felony frauds and could have spent decades behind bars if convicted before making their deal.
When Loughlin and Giannulli first surrendered here, their court appearance was covered by media from around the world. Tomorrow, when they enter their guilty pleas, they'll do it via Zoom.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.